kwamoya. So ngisho ikati lalala lingadlile for 3 days. ISouth Africa idinga ukuthi kube ne-national day of fasting. We akudli kwasani ngisho ingane ungenzi neformula yengane ngisho inja yidla. Khalwa kaswana for days on end until inkosi is restore, isilalela isizwe and restore us. That's the technology, not bringing in all these countries that actually dilute us and make God as flatheleke even more. Yabona
sisale nabo ke. Ish. It looks like ngathi yonke into kahle is sponsorishwa in the spiritual world.
Absolutely.
Who is in charge in a spiritual realm?
Who's in charge in the spiritual realm? Which are pertaining to each nation?
Yeah.
It depends on who those people in that nation want to be in charge. Now, it's not a willful. It's not as though South Africa came together and said, "Sifuna kube in charge, Ujabulon," for example. But by our wicked conduct, we give Satan a legal right to issue one of his princes to become one of the ruling entities of our nation. The earth is the Lord's and everything in it. But do you know what he says in Psalms? He says, "I have given the earth to the Son of Man." It's the Son of Man, Tina, who decide ukuthi kuzophatha bani. If we live righteously and we forego indlela zobumnyama and we seek God earnestly in the order of Esther, seek him with mourning, sikhale siye ukujabula hlezi sijabulile South Africa. Ama memes every day kuyahlekwa sizama ukujabula. And I understand from our past of apartheid where people cried every day. Now we are in a jovial mood and we celebrate every day. Akuye ukujabula akhalwe kufuna ubuso baNkulunkulu, and he will restore us. And he will once again reign over our nation.
As I'm having this question, iyafika nje manje engqondweni yami. South Africa, one of the gifts eyishaya kakhulu okanye ngithi iministry ishaya kakhulu prophetic.
Yes.
Of which abonje South Africa mostly wakhuluma nje nge-prophetic usuke usuyisitha. Why South Africa is always against the prophetic ministry? Do you think why?
It's because South Africa, we know what's the great revival iyoqala South Africa. And one of the launchers of the revival is not the evangelistic actually.
Okay.
The evangelistic ifika imvuselelo isiqalile.
Okay.
It's actually the prophetic, because the prophetic ithatha into engekho and speak it into existence. The prophetic ithatha amathambo omile afile avuke. So there can't be any revival and restoration unless there's a prophet who's speaking good tidings into this nation. There's a prophet speaking healing into this nation. So usathanda yenzayo usevele wa silent aba prophets bayasaba ukukhuluma aba prophets njengoba ngikhuluma benza ilinganisa akafuna ukuthi ANC athi leya chamela ukukhuluma. Usathane has silenced the real genuine prophets wase wakhipha the false. And because there's been such an infiltration of the false, the South Africans, a nation who's supposed to embrace the prophetic, ngoba yoni prophetic iyoqhumisa isibeletho of the revival. South Africa now rejects the prophets. Iyoqhuma kanjani revival rejects aba prophets? Iyomisa kanjani South Africa? I-revival yafika kanjani ngensuku zo Jezebel no Elijah? Akubanga umprofeti Elijah yedwa emeyedwa entabeni against 850 prophets of Asherah and Baal.
Verses 1.
Wakhuluma the word of God mighty wathi namhlanje kuzomela nikhethe nihamba noBhali nihamba nobumnandi nihamba notshwala nihamba nobugwala noma nihamba noNkulunkulu wangempela. Walimela iqiniso lithi iBhayibheli, the hearts of men all tend towards God, and it was them who started killing the false prophets. Yabona i-revival le when the hearts of people return to God ngomprofeti. I-revival ayifika umprofeti engekho. So usathane will make the nation reject aba prophets ngoba usevele wathumela the false wavala the genuine.
Of it, this is so very much deep, and I think this is ngokusemandleni to bring back the prophet, because there is a lot. Isikhathi sethu sincane kakhulu eyintweni esingakhuluma ngazo. But no, sizolwenza uhlelo simbuyise sizokhuluma ngakho. Mhlawumbe nawe nje you have a comment ethile, you can drop it. Sibone ukuthi wena uthini ngalokho esikhuluma ngakho la, sizwe ipoint lakho. Sisiwami sisiya ngasigcineni.
Yes.
Yohlelo lwethu namhlanje. Siye sabona iSouth Africa amabhokobhoko ehambile ayodlala Nampela awina.
Yes.
Actually isho ukuthini lento ukuwina kwamabhokobhoko nje ngokuthi ahamba ayodlala afika win. Isho ukuthini lento eSouth Africa singama South African.
Wow. It means God has not forgotten South Africa. Despite all of this, God has not forgotten South Africa. Ama opponents ethu kade dlala against them. Uyayibona iwar cry yabo benza lezi zinto.
Yeah.
Bezifaka.
Yeah.
It's all voodoo. It's all witchcraft, it's voodoo. That's what they do. Bese kubethakathi opponent ukuthi kube ngathi iba distracted. It's voodoo. You can Google it. I think it's called the religion of Shikish. Shikish. It comes from New Age religion. So voodoo. And ama South Africans, you would have seen the captain had a wristband ebhalu Jesus.
Unimpela trenda nayo impela.
Yes, etrenda nayo. uNkulunkulu beveza ukuthi irrespective of the spirit of witchcraft egcwele in South Africa, he will come victorious. If we could come njebe ngisho in the order of Esther, sithi sesifuna ukuthi uNkulunkulu ngempela silwele ke manje. Sesifuna uNkulunkulu abuyele kuthina ke manje. Umoya womngoma bhuti usuyonke indawo. Ekoleni ingane allowed ukugqoka amabhayi. Uma TV ethu awukwazi ukuba ne TV show kuyiteshi ezithile engengiyidalule without a character ethwasayo noma isangoma noma eyi homosexual.
That's correct.
Most men ayizangoma are homosexual. Iqonda ukuthini lento? Iqonda ukuthi umoya ogcindezela iSouth Africa. So uma sidlala nabantu abathwele lo moya of witchcraft and voodoo, and we are able to be victorious.
Sure.
uNkulunkulu uyaprophetha ukuthi ngisanganilwela namanje.
Sure.
Umoya womngoma sanga unquma ikhanda. Umoya wobuthakathi sanga unquma ikhanda. Umoya wokuqabane sanga unquma ikhanda. If my people who are called by my name can humble themselves, if they can mourn and cry and seek my face, if they can turn from their wickedness, I can hear them and heal them. There's still healing for South Africa. Sphakamisa amehlethu ezintabeni lapho usizo lethu elivela khona. South Africa is not over yet.
Yeah.
Ukuthi kuzogcina phi thina so determine. Will we be a church that celebrates on Sundays but lives a defeated life from Monday to Saturday? Or will we be a church that arises in the apostolic ecclesia mental? Ecclesia, the word church is ecclesia, which means a council of decisions. Are we going to be a church that arises as a council that will decide ukuthi no more ngomoya ongcolile, no more ngokuphathwa imoya engcolile, no more imoya yojabulo no bhali, manje sesithi isikhathi saNkulunkulu? We will have to decide as the church. If we remain silent as a time like this, kusho uMordecai Esther, if you remain silent at a time like this, help will come from elsewhere. Kodwa wena namadodana akho, you will pay.